Hi everybody out there, this is Tammie Truckstop with my friend
James.
We're here to do another boo view of the Dragula Season 2 show. And today we have the second episode of the series where they had to create an old western saloon look of how their ghost would haunt an old west saloon town. And I thought this was really good. There was a couple I didn't like, and then there was some really good ones out there. The first one was Abora, who did this amazing, 1930s look of a cartoon character. It was very creepy, very weird.
Yeah, it was very, designed very well.
Yeah, and I liked how the only one thing I wish that he wouldn't have done is he had these yellow eyes, and I wish he would have done the full black eye, so with his eyes opened or closed, it gave that entire cartoon blacked out eye. But other than that, it was perfect. It looked like something out of an actual horror movie, like something super creepy that would actually give you nightmares. And Abora continues to deliver, and I feel is definitely top tier in my book right now. Up next, we had Kendra Onyx, who had a typical prairie look, and at the very first beginning of looking at it, it was kind of basic. But then when you've seen the rats and the boils and the bleeding of the green out of the mouth and the throwing up, and then especially with the blackness of the hands representing gangrene, it really told a story of...
Yeah, it was pretty, good.
It really told a story of, this bubonic plague taking over. After that, we had Disasterina, who we deferred on, because I really liked this look. I loved the big, tall, black hair, how it was super long and slender. I loved all the baby dolls on the dress and whipping it and being this, orphaned mistress, governess ghost that you're keeping all these children around you. But he didn't like it.
No, I did not like it at all. It was very creepy with, this... The babies just look really weird on it, I think.
Yeah.
And I didn't like it very much just because it didn't have very much, I didn't like the detail of it.
Yeah. Oh well. Up next then, one we both agreed on too, was Monique Shame, and I just didn't like this one at all.
That was, which one, the white?
With the mask, with the water.
Yeah, no, that one was, very... I don't think it was very good. It was, designed well, but, it wasn't very detailed. It was, very, general and not anything unique at all.
It was,
compared to everyone else.
Typical prairie dress, and I get the mask because it was his thing, but the mask didn't tell as much of a story to me. The outfit looked very clean and professionally done, and...
Well, it was just, unique-wise, it wasn't there.
Yeah, it definitely... I was expecting something a little stronger, and... I just don't think it was delivered. On that same note was with James Majesty. And it just... I didn't get it. You're here for Dragula. You're here to be this creepy, beautiful, gross monster. And I guess maybe the little dots were smallpox or a disease outbreak, but it just kind of looked like a cosplay costume of, a girl who was in the Old West.
It was just very not done very well.
I don't think it was creepy or gross or, it just didn't have that element that I feel the Dragula was looking for. After that, though, on super high notes, we had Dolly, and I absolutely loved that one. It was almost like a reference to Lone Ranger with Johnny Depp. The way he did the makeup with the sunken teeth cheeks and the whole big teased out wig, this witch doctor, it was super creepy and...
Yeah, that was very good, very detailed.
And I definitely, top points for that. It told a really creepy story. I felt like not all of them, as much as I liked them, this or that, told this super long story, but when I see him, I felt this ghost story. After that, we had Erica Clash, who was very cutesy, but not in a too cutesy way. It was almost like a furry.
Yeah, that one was very good. I liked the whole, animal, cosplay looking thing, dealio.
And it definitely, one thing Erica Clash is really impressing me on is because she even admitted herself she's not a typical Dragula queen. She's taking her style of being this anime character and really evolving it into what they're looking for. And regardless or not if it's taking it to that 100% grotesque, beautiful edge, she's really trying and putting her stamp on what they want. And it's really nice. After that, we have Bitch Puddin', who I agree with all the girls and how they were saying. I thought the makeup was reused and it looked similar in this, and it wasn't my favorite look aesthetically. But when you saw him coming out there and
acting was very
and gurgling out and struggling to walk, and the acting completely sold it for me.
Yeah, it was very well done with the acting. She definitely played it very well, like coming out like the well and like being dragged down with like the bag.
Yeah, definitely. That was another story very well told, and definitely even the look aesthetically wasn't, I feel, to his perfect ability. It really came off very well.
Yes.
And then finally we have, which I thought was a well-deserved win, was Victoria Elizabeth Black doing this gypsy in burning herself in a tarot card reading booth. And I absolutely loved that. The detail
it definitely showed like how committed she was when she set the booth on fire and like just stood there. Like,
yeah, like that bitch could have died. And that's definitely real. I definitely know performers that'll set themselves on fire, or cut themselves, or staple themselves on stage, and it's really awesome to see that level of commitment and that level of danger. I can't wait until hopefully later on in the season we get to see some like Gigi Allen reference stuff and people, ripping pieces of their face off, and I would love to see a bitch cut her finger off, because let's make that a challenge. I'll lose this one right here. But with that look, it was fantastic, and the detail in it amazing. When it panned out and you could see the writing of her actual name on the booth, that definitely showed like there was a lot of thought and commitment to that. And as far as the elimination goes, paintballs, yes, they hurt, and that would be cool and fun, and I guarantee you if you're actually in there being shot by paintballs, like, it's not fun. And
I've been shot by multiple paintballs, and it hurts.
Yeah.
Like, the closest I've ever been shot was, like, 3 feet away in my spine, like, in the back of my spine, and that, that was, like, when I was 8, and that hurt very bad.
Yeah, but I definitely think it's something, like, you could live through.
Yeah.
Like, as much padding and as much fake clothes and tits and ass and this and that, I imagine getting hit in some places wouldn't be the worst thing. It would be much more fitting, I think, if some queen, like, took everything off and went bare body and was just, like, full on, like, fuck it, let me do this. But in terms of the elimination, I thought it was right, and I definitely agreed that Monique should have gone home. I definitely think this could have been a chance to step up with the mask and do it better, but I don't think it was brought out, and it's a shame, because I've seen other stuff by him, and it's really great and really awesome. I've seen some truly decrepit, fucked up stuff. He had this performance once where he sawed his tits off, at these fake tits, and sawed them off. And I wish I could have seen something of that, like, high energy and high self-mutilation and grossness on here, but...
And, like, actually putting more into it,
basically. It was almost like he just kind of came and, like... Was there. But I hope we see some great things from you, because I'm definitely a fan and will be looking forward. And I can't wait to see you guys on next week's episode. Bye!
Bye!